I felt that overall it was a great high quality of speakers, very interesting topics, and things that you don't really hear in sort of other mainstream conferences. So very detailed, in-depth, cutting-edge technology discussions at very high levels, and I think it's just an amazing opportunity to be around all of this kind of discussions. And it was just the session just before lunch, which was all about the natives, and then esports, and to think about all of this new younger generation that are all on their digital games and connecting sports, which is something that has traditionally always been something that brings everybody together, but using the new future of technology to continue that tradition of bringing people together around sports, but through technology. I think that's something which is an untapped type of opportunity for the region here. I mean, I think just listening to the conversations here, if you're not going to be able to get convinced that these people have already succeeded, have already put their money, have already identified opportunities, then you're going to be way behind. And I think just sitting and listening to these conversations and understanding that there really is change that's happening, and we're all uncomfortable with change in general as human beings, but you have partners like BECO, like other regional entities that are investing in technology. So if you're fearful of that, then just partner with someone like BECO and expand and explore these untapped technologies and invest into tech.
It's a good question. I think we're evolving as an ecosystem, we're evolving as a firm. So we're continuously trying to figure out how to educate ourselves and what to look for in the future in terms of investing, in terms of the way we invest, what to invest in, the types of technologies that are out there. And once we find that out, we try to bring a lot of these speakers and investors and entrepreneurs to come and educate our peers and our ecosystem. So I guess these have been a lot of great speakers and peers that we've met over the last year that blew our mind when we met them, from investing in space to the future of mobility, to micro funds that are popping up and making a stance for themselves in the middle of a very populated location or VC market, to sovereign wealth funds coming into the region and into the ecosystem in the region. So we look for the sound bites that are happening around the world that we get excited about, and then we try to bring that to BoostMENA. So I think last year we looked a lot at Latin America and the US and what was happening in general. This year we looked at investing in space and a few of the other things that we mentioned. So there isn't a specific theme, it's just what is always continuously happening in the world, and we just bring it back. I think if we think about the last few years, the type of entrepreneurs, the types of businesses, the ambition that the entrepreneurs had, it was all about, I'll build a business in the UAE and then launch it in Saudi and maybe in Egypt, and I'll see what is working out in the US or maybe Europe, and then I'll replicate it here. What's changing now is we have a new breed of entrepreneurs that have bigger ambitions because they've been in companies that are successful or exited or been in the ride of Kareem or some of the international businesses, and now have global ambitions. So they're tackling white spaces either from a geography or a business model or a technology, and that's what's really exciting that I don't think a lot of people have taken notice to in MENA. I think investing is looking at the fundamentals. When we look at this part of the world and why we're investing here, population is below, 70% of the population is young and below the age of 30. Internet penetration and mobile penetration is through the roof and rising. The ability to spend, that means GDP per capita and average revenue per user in a lot of the different sectors is some of the highest in the world, if not the highest in the world. So if you look at these fundamentals on the demand side, and then you look at the supply side of capital and service being provided in the innovation space, you find that there is a huge arbitrage opportunity that's looking to be filled. So just look at the numbers.